let's bring in a guy who knows Hillary Clinton pretty well, and that would be our own Newsmax TV political analyst, Dick Morris. Dick, of course, is the author of the New York Times bestseller, Armageddon, How Trump Can Beat Hillary. Dick, as always, thanks for Skyping in, and it's great to have you here as I tag team with Steve on the Steve Malzberg Show. Good to have you.
Steve and JD, I have some news that I'd like to break.
Well, let's break it. Go ahead, sir.
There is a new lie that we've discovered in Hillary's acceptance speech, and it's a big one. Do you recall in the speech she said that she worked in New Bedford, Massachusetts, going door to door, finding children who were disabled who could not go to school. And she found one girl who was confined to a wheelchair, and she went to a small back porch and spoke with her. And she talked about how much she wanted to go to school. And Hillary said it just didn't seem possible back then. And she talked about how she then worked hard and they helped get Congress to pass legislation of the Americans with Disabilities Act. Well, the mayor of New Bedford, Massachusetts, in 1973, a guy named Joseph Markey, a Democrat, has lashed out at Hillary and said that is a complete fabrication. He said the city back then was meticulous in transporting handicapped students to the schools that could accommodate them. He confirmed that there were a number of schools back then that could not handle handicapped children, but that if the child was assigned to a school in their district that could not do so, they would provide a van that would take the child to the appropriate school. And we quote, "We didn't just leave children hanging," unquote. And that's from a Democratic mayor of New Bedford. So Hillary made a big deal about that in her speech. And it turns out it is just another Hillary lie. In my book, Armageddon, I list them. But that she was named after Sir Edmund Hillary, she wasn't. She landed in Bosnia under sniper fire, she didn't. A girl gave her roses. That she was she was instrumental in the Northern Irish peace process. She had nothing to do with it. And now I had this one, that she worked and helped a girl in New Bedford, Massachusetts, that was not allowed to go to school because she was disabled. Total lie.
Dick, she's good to get away, except for you and me and JD and here on Newsmax and on a few other outlets. All they're talking about is how terrible Donald Trump has been, with Republican help, by the way. McConnell and Ryan and the rest of the Republicans are weighing in against Trump. And this is what they're talking about: Hillary's lies, the DNC's racist, bigoted, homophobic, sexist emails. None of that is getting out there.
Well, the Boston Herald ran this story, and I just posted a video about it, and I have 45,000 views in the last 2 hours on it. You can go to facebook.com, Dick Morris, and or Boston Herald, you'll pull it up. And, you know, Winston Churchill said a lie makes it halfway around the world while the truth is still getting out of bed in the morning. So let's get Newsmax to publicize this. Let's do this on TV. And I'll bet that by tomorrow or Wednesday, this is something they'll all be talking about.
And you know, there's another fact. There's another thing going on here, Dick and Steve, that I pointed out during our coverage. She talked about Congress passing legislation to get those kids into school. And to my recollection, that was not fully funded until Republicans took control of the Congress. She never talked about that. Just passing the law in Hillary's world was enough, even as you point out some things that are highly suspicious about New Bedford, Massachusetts, if not just outright false. But it's
not highly suspicious, JD. A damn lie.
Well, you said it there. Yeah.
System in New Bedford in 1973, and the mayor of New Bedford in 1973, both of them Democrats, both indicated that this is a lie. And it consumed about a minute of her speech. It was a formidable part of it. And she stood up there and said it with a straight face, with a sincere conviction, knowing that it was a total fabrication. Why does she do this? Why does she embellish everything and make everything up when she knows the whole world is watching? We try to offer some insights about that in Armageddon, but this woman is just a pathological liar.
Well, there are folks who love calling into this program because they are straight shooters. I include on that list one of my favorite Arizonans checking in from Camp Verde at 1-877-Newsmax. We've got Clark back on the phone. Hi, Clark.
Hey, there you are again, old buddy. How you doing?
Doing great, pal. Happy to be kind of moonlighting here on the Malzberg show before Newsmax
Clark.
time.
No, we already went through that. You'll have your own show one day. That's okay.
Yeah, in less than 30 minutes. But go ahead with your point.
Yes, you know what? What I wanted to bring up about the comment. We're talking about the comment that Trump made, and Hillary talked about how that comment was made. About these people that sent their son to die in Iraq. That's fine. How many Muslims in Iraq or elsewhere sent their sons to die too, and are not getting, the political acumen and response? Huh?
Yeah, but what this is about, obviously, is about a Gold Star family that's chosen to throw away their shield and take a political side and go beyond just taking sides and trash and call into question everything decent about Donald Trump. And they lose that shield. They're fair game. And their son is a hero. And they're making things up and bringing up red herrings that have nothing to do with the Constitution, yet he's holding it up and waving it. And the media is letting him do it.
And let's give Dick Morris 30 seconds on this.
Hillary's statement was, Donald's statement is against terrorism, not against Muslims. And he favors banning immigration of people that are coming from terror-sponsoring countries. And it's kind of like having a press conference when a guy is accused of robbing a liquor store with 20 other store owners who say, he didn't rob me.
Hey, Dick, we really appreciate your time. Again, Dick is the author of the New York Times bestseller, Armageddon, How Trump Can Beat Hillary. Always our thanks to Mr. Morris. More of your calls and more of the Malzberg Show after this.